How's it going, internet people? Long time no see. I think the last video I uploaded was like 2 years ago. I think it was the fall colors video in Colorado. I can't remember, it's been a long time. I keep telling myself that I'm gonna make these videos regularly, and then 2 years goes by and I don't upload anything, but at least I upload some videos sometimes. So we are currently driving through the Utah desert. We are on our way to Moab. I have a campsite at a local state park, which is nice. And then I'm hoping to photograph an area that I have not yet, but it's been on my bucket list forever. Hoping to do a sunset tonight and a sunrise tomorrow morning. The main reason for the sunset tonight is so I can actually scout the area out, since I've never been there. I don't really want to show up tonight and then just frantically try to get a shot of an area that I've never been and then leave and never come back. So if the light's good tonight, hopefully we get a good shot tonight, but we'll also use the sunset tonight just to kind of, you know, scope out the area, see what we can come up with, in hopes that tomorrow morning we also get good conditions, we'll get a good shot then. It is also a 4x4 road that apparently can get kind of rough towards the end, and so I'd rather drive the road with some light and see what it's all about. That way I'm more comfortable driving it tomorrow morning when it's still dark before sunrise. So yeah, a sunset and a sunrise at a location I've never been to. But then between the two, tonight, I'd like to shoot astral photography in the Dead Horse Point State Park, which is a park I photographed multiple times, and I have gotten some really cool shots from the area. And I attempted to shoot the Milky Way here a few years ago, but when I got back home, the photos were kind of unusable. I think I rushed it and didn't really know what I was doing at the time. So I'm excited to potentially try that. So we'll have to wake up at like 3 a.m. for that. So it's a short little trip, just a sunset, an astral shoot, and a sunrise, and then we'll be heading back home. But it's better than nothing. And so yeah, I'm excited to see what we can come up with. All right, so I am not a big off-roader. I'm still getting used to it, still getting used to the new truck. But all the reports say that you can totally park. I'm kind of just behind this bush here. Just before the road gets super kind of rocky. And I think based on one of the pictures I saw, one of the reports, I think that was the last spot for some good parking. And it should be only about a 0.5 mile walk from here, just along the road here. Sun is still up. Let me see, what time is it? And it's pretty windy. It's 6:17 and the sunset is 7:50, so we're doing all right on time. Should get there and have about an hour, mess around and see if we can get a cool shot of the area. So this has seriously been some of the most insane wind ever. And I'm like terrified to get too close to the edge because this is like, it's gotta be like 60-mile-per-hour gusts. And I do not want to fly off of this. We're just gonna kind of work this area. It's a bunch of cool rocks. So just kind of going up and down here. But obviously the main subject is those kind of cool butte pinnacles out there. And right now the sun is hitting the right side of them for sunset. And then we're gonna come back tomorrow morning, which is usually the better time to shoot this location. But the sun will be coming from the left and lighting the left side of these buttes. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get a composition kind of set up. I was gonna put this on a smaller tripod, but 1,000% that tripod is gonna fall over in this wind. So I'm gonna have to just find something and then I'll show you what I get. That was literally the most insane amount of wind I've experienced like in a really long time. I'm no meteorologist, but it's gotta be like 60-mile-per-hour gusts. It's kind of calmed down just a little bit, enough for me to be able to kind of talk as it picks up again. And I've literally had to take my hat off because it almost flew away. So forgive the craziness, but kind of show you what I have here. Something like that. As this ridgeline is kind of completely in dark, it's hard to really see. So I've kind of chosen, unfortunately you can't really see, but I have the right third kind of about right here. I didn't want to put it exactly here because then I would have a whole lot of empty space over here. So it's almost centered, slightly to the right, maybe something like that. But that's kind of what I'm working with right now. And it's just a matter of waiting for hopefully some color to pop off, which is possible. Yeah, I'm hoping that once this drops below the horizon, this whole bank of clouds will get lit up. And yeah, as far as the shot itself, I really kind of just need to take 2 focus points, just because this rock is maybe, I don't know, a meter away from the lens, where obviously the landscape in the back is like infinity essentially. So I'm just grabbing a focus of this close rock, and then I'm focusing the background, and then I'll probably just be sitting here waiting for some good light. And yeah, and hopefully I don't fly off of this cliff from the wind. Actually adjusted the composition a little bit because I have these super cool like rain pillars here in the clouds. I don't know if the GoPro is showing it well, but if I come into the viewfinder, and sorry for the janky setup, I apologize. I don't know if you can see it, but I just wanted to add some more of the clouds here, just to really show those kind of cool textures. So I had to take a step back just to really allow me to frame the entire scene, but getting some really cool formations here in the clouds. And we still have plenty of time for the sunsets, maybe 20-30 minutes, so we're just hanging out. I don't know if you can see that, but it's now like spitting sideways rain at us, which is super cool. So I'm really excited for what kind of conditions we might get here in a second. This is just awesome. My hat. Still good. The insane wind is back, so let me set this up over here. So we are in the truck bed. This is where we're gonna try to sleep. Yeah, he's eating dinner. I'm making dinner. If you know, you know. This is peak refuel. And then I have dessert. And yeah, so we are gonna try to get some sleep and then hopefully wake up and try to shoot astral. If that doesn't happen, that means that my alarm went off and I decided that I'm way too tired, and so I turned it off and just slept through it for sunrise, to do sunrise instead. So hopefully we'll do astral. If not, I might bail on it and then we'll do sunrise, but yeah, we'll see. So good night. So I did end up going out to shoot astral that particular morning, and I filmed the entire thing, but unfortunately about 95% of the images that I took were completely unusable due to some focusing issues and extremely high noise from the high ISO. At first glance, this might not seem like the worst image ever, but if you were to zoom in, you'd find that the denoising created a whole lot of artifacts in the image, creating some really weird textures in the rocks, and just overall made the image super soft and unfortunately unusable. I did, however, capture this image. So while 95% of the images were completely unusable, I am super happy with how this one turned out. So the bright light you see coming through the tree is actually the rising moon, which is something I did not expect, but adds this incredible ethereal glow to the image that I really like. I also love the way that the clouds in the Milky Way on the right side of the image seem to frame the whole scene. So although unfortunately I didn't capture the image that I was hoping for this particular area, I am super happy that I was able to walk away with this image. All right, so we are hiking in now. I was able to drive like 5 minutes further up the road than I did last night for sunset. In all honesty, I'll probably get slack for it, but I most likely could probably drive all the way up. But I'm still new to, like, it's not even really 4x4, but the road can get pretty rocky. And I don't want to get stuck out here. So played it safe. Like I said, we drove a little bit further up the road, parked the car, and then now we're hiking the rest of the way in, and doing all right on time. We're just kind of getting the first slivers of light on the horizon. And yeah, we should hopefully be there in like 5-10 minutes. And yeah, we have some nice clouds that rolled in. You saw some of the clouds kind of in some of the astral photos as they were starting to roll in. But now we have a decent amount, so hopefully... I was like, what the hell is that? It's my Google Maps. Yeah, so hopefully those light up some nice color and we get a cool, unique sunrise compared to sunset last night. But yeah, we'll see. All right, so we have made it in time. It's kind of blue hour right now. Yeah, we have some light cloud coverage. Fortunately, there's not really a whole lot going on over here. I don't know which way it's all moving, but hopefully this holds, because if this lights up, that'll be really cool, soft clouds. And yeah, like I said, the sun is rising over there, so it'll now be hitting the left side of these buttes. So yeah, let's see if I can get a cool blue hour shot of the landscape, and we'll kind of set up a good composition and then wait for the light, hopefully. So I really love this split rock formation and kind of this composition. I got a shot over there as well. To be honest, most of this side of the cliff band is completely bare. There is not really a lot of foreground interest. And then it kind of drops off over here. So there's not a lot over here. So you're really kind of left with just a few options to play with here, which is why a lot of the compositions from this area tend to be the same. So I'm trying to be unique, but I kind of just really love this rock. But I have gone tripod free, which will allow me to kind of quickly move around and, you know, test different compositions out on the fly without having the burden of the tripod holding me down. So I'm gonna see if I can come up with something cool. Most likely, I'm just gonna stick to that main composition because it works and I like it. And yeah, so we're just gonna scout the area, see if we can find something cool. If not, we're just gonna hang out and enjoy the sunrise. We're starting to get our first little bits of color in the clouds here, which is exciting. Unfortunately, a lot of the clouds kind of disappeared. We don't really have that many, but beautiful nonetheless. So unfortunately, a lot of the clouds are leaving the scene now, which is just leaving it quite bare. But I've left the composition the exact same. I haven't moved the tripod or the lens or anything. So I was able to capture the clouds at their peak. But now what I can do is, without moving the tripod at all, once that sun pops up, it'll hit the sides of these buttes and the ridge over here. And so I could snap a couple shots of that. And then in post, just using like a lighten layer, we can overlap the really beautiful light on the rocks and the buttes here with that beautiful sky that we had earlier and kind of get the best of both worlds. So we're just gonna sit here and wait. Shouldn't be too much longer, any second now, and we'll be able to capture some of the beautiful light on the buttes. So we're finally getting some really amazing light on these foreground rocks and the rocks in the back. So just kind of getting a few shots. to capture all this amazing beauty. Stunning. So I am all packed up. I think I'm gonna head out now. I think we've seen the best of the light, and from here on out it just starts to get pretty harsh, but absolutely beautiful nonetheless. And I'm super glad I finally made it out to this area. I've been wanting to come here for a few years. I tried to drive this road in a Ford Transit van while it was snowing, and didn't get very far. So I've bailed multiple times, and yeah, this has been on my bucket list forever. I'm super excited and glad that I finally made it out here. It was a short trip. It's just a sunset and a sunrise with a little bit of astral in there. It's always the game of get home and see what you got. Hopefully I got something good. If I did, let me know in the comments what your favorite shot was. But yeah, absolutely stunning place. Yeah, thanks for watching.